very early on in the game Wednesday night, and then nothing much happened for a little while after that. Here comes Donovan Clay. You mentioned, look at the move, and look at the two from Donovan Clay with Keely Johnson. Now they're going to have to try and keep quiet because he was absolutely rock solid against Manchester the other night. Nearly gave him a chance, and there's the first two from them. Jimmy Anderson with Jacob Groves. Wasn't quite as influential the other night, but is going to be a bit more influential already in this one for two.
And that's a great job from Jacob Groves.
Combination of Nixon and then Clay. And a nice little layup. Doesn't go in, though. Clay will get the two, though. Absolutely was not going to give up on that one. Louis. It's a good screen there from DeMar Robinson to make sure there was no way through. That one's finding all string. That's three of the game. Nixon will get an and one.
Wow, what a play from Prentice Nixon. Incredible drive there.
Put it away. That would have been a picture-perfect basket had he managed to secure it, but they've got it back. And this will be McGill for two.
Beautiful job there from the Sharks.
With Donovan Clay. So already found a way to the hoop twice now. Here's Groves going to find his way to the hoop for a second time too.
Beautiful tape there from Jacob Groves.
Johnson, Louis. Again, they're looking for a way into the paint. There's a way, so they have to go outside. There is a three from Raphael Thomas-Edwards.
Raphael Thomas.
Nixon's trying to go back on him. It's McCormack, first shift of the game. That's going to go all the way in from Keely Johnson. 2 threes back to back. Steps outside to McGill. McGill to Reese the fifth. Rotino. This is going to have to be a three-point attempt. It is a successful 1-2 for Ricky McGill.
Phenomenal shot there from Ricky McGill. Just stepped right into it. Big-time three from him.
Reese the fifth for Sheffield. A very quiet game the other night. We'll be hoping to step up a bit here. Groves has got a couple already. Hasn't got much room to maneuver, but I tell you what, in the room he did find the basket.
The Flyers team, what you'll see is a lot of aggressiveness.
McCormack. And that will be three from Owen McCormack.
Yeah. Passed it right in, wasted no time. Great shot from him.
5-point lead for the Sharks. 18-13. McGill has been so instrumental in everything they've done pretty much so far. And there's two more. And Prentice Nixon is back into the action. Gives it to Donovan Clay. Switch play with Reese the fifth. Louis down to 5, down to 4, down to 3. Has to drive and tries to get it past and does get it past. Slow, fairly ponderous build-up. Lewis, though, will try and take it all the way. He won't, but there will be an and one for Owen McCormack.
Great drive there from Lewis. He was the one who kind of opened up the door on that whole play. You know, tremendous driving down the middle.
Drake Jeffrey is into the game for the first time for the Sharks. Nixon this time doesn't have a pink shirt in his face. Gives him chance, gives him time. And what's he doing? He just drills it for three. Between him and the hoop right now. Anderson will put it out to James Reese the fifth. Baseline for two.
James Reese the fifth.
Reese the fifth at two, threw it away sadly, but now Prentice Nixon will have to try and guard the man at the other end. Unable to do so, so that will be two for Evan Walsh. He might be a bit deep here in terms of making a drive. Don't know, we'll see. He's going to have to go for the three-point attempt. Well, never lets you down, does he? Of the game for the Sharks. Owen McCormack backs in, going to go for the long blast. A very captured by Owen McCormack. Bristol with Keely Johnson. Got 5 points so far. Robinson for another three-pointer. Nixon guarded by Walsh. Up to again go 180 degrees. They're going to keep it in place just. Jamal Anderson does. Anderson then pops it in for another three.
You love to see it. He had just missed one in the corner on the previous.
Sheffield come up with the rebound. It is Nixon. Nixon again's going to drive all the way. No, he's not. He's going to give it instead for the two. In the second right now. Louis. Only got 2 to show for his name. That's a nice little reverse. Johnson. Shot clock down to 8. Need a quick bucket here. And they'll get a quick bucket here from Raphael Thomas-Edwards, who's been to better than getting a shot away. They do eventually, but it's not going to be a good one, but they still let them reset on the shot clock. And that will be baseline possession for the Bristol Flyers. Getting a little bit closer. McGill, Clay. Is he going to find his way to the hoop? No, he's going to give it to Groves, who does and gets the N1.
Wow, what a play from the two big men, showing the synergy there. Donovan Clay, great pass to the backdoor cut here.
McCormack shovels the pass to Raphael Thomas-Edwards, and there's still no way through. There's three Sharks around the hoop, stopping that one, dropping in, but it does eventually from the aforementioned Thomas-Edwards, who goes
to an offensive threat for this Flyers team.
Ricky McGill puts it out for Ratino, who adds to the scorers. He's another one on the mark for the Sheffield Sharks. A team who's had a lot of games in quick succession is pretty good, and that's going to fall way short. So Sharks will have this possession, and they'll get two more, and Jacob Groves goes to 11. Leslie Smith hasn't yet registered on the scoreboard. Johnson just with those 5 points that I mentioned before. Here comes Louis for three.
Beautiful play there from the Bristol Flyers. Just great job on the defensive end. Getting another steal here from the Flyers. Able to keep possession of it.
Kelly Johnson. Now Louis again for two more.
Back-to-back scores.
Sharks yet to score in this quarter. Nixon has nowhere to go. He'll still find somewhere. He always manages to find somewhere. Guarded by Clay. Leslie Smith. Here comes the three-point attempt, and it's all straight. Well, hit the rim and then went through, but 11 points now.
Bristol trying to make a move on this game right now. Doing a great job cutting that lead down to 8.
Louis Robinson. That's going to take him to 14.
Phenomenal job from behind the three-point line from Robinson.
We have a ball game now. Most certainly Clay will just hand it in. Things have changed rather rapidly since McGill jumping for two. Beautiful play there. James Reese-Smith had a real purple patch in that first half, scoring points and also stopping points at the other end. Here's, wow, a three out of absolutely nothing. Try and find his way to the hoop. That wasn't a particularly well-constructed play, so Ricky McGill will have a chance for another three. Oh, yeah! Very quiet so far. A little crossover for him. He'll have to take it around the corner. They're stopping him. A really good screen here, and they managed to prevent it from getting further. Here's Ricky McGill going to go. Oh, way! That's two. Wow. They're trapped on 5 for a long, long time. Maybe it's going to go to 7 now. It does. Leslie Smith just throws 2 free throws to show for his efforts, and there could be another 2 here potentially for Johnson. And he's almost doubled his advantage there. 3 now, 2 now, 1 now, and that will be. So no incision made by the Flyers in that lead. Ricky McGill looking to be MVP yet again, potentially here. And first 2 from Michael Jarobia.
Now every single Sharks player that's touched the floor has put up the ball in the basket, and that's what
does eventually find his way across to Alan Louis. Goes to the baseline, will take on Ocharobia, and then it'll be dished back in for 2 from Robinson, who goes to 16. I thought I'd better, but wasn't quite set for it. Nixon throws it out to Greg Jeffrey for 3.
Beautiful play. Yeah, Rodney Glasgow Jr. doing a good job of helping feed this press that Bristol put on.
Is he going to score? Yes, he is. So every single person on the roster has now scored for the Bristol Flyers. That one does not quite reach its target. Glasgow Jr. slips around and gets 2 back-to-back. Pascal Landolfi. Louis. Running out rope. Not really. That'll be nicely put in. And shots coming in a bit quicker than they've been getting them of late. Easing down the shot clock very often. That one's going to find its way in, and there will be a timeout called by Sheffield. It's getting no room for manoeuvre, no room to breathe pretty much. Likes of Johnson, but he'll go on a drive, and he'll stick it in for 2, and he'll get a bonus 2. 2:15 remaining, 16 points. The Flyers have got to find from somewhere now. Louis, Smith again with let's be a little bit more easily now. 13 points. They lead by with just a minute to go. Here's Nixon for the customary three. Does that symmetrical scoreline. Go on.
Catch and shoot every Shark on the score sheet tonight.
Long up for two. Yeah, he'll have the two. 2 from 2. McGill goes to 19. And it's done. It's all done. And the Sharks return to winning ways.